Right, I'll consume some Diet Coke right now.
I'm drinking some boozy milk, which is kind of disgusting of me, but hey, it's where we are in life, guys.
Boozy milk? What do you
Boozy
mean?
milk.
You Russian?
So we have some milk that's went out of date yesterday, but it's like still fine.
Okay. What, and you're just drinking out of date milk?
No, I put rum in it.
All right. Oh, I
So
mean,
that's what it's
widely
boozy.
known to kill pathogens.
Yeah.
Exactly, right? It doesn't taste funny. In fact, it tastes lovely.
Oh, that's nice.
It doesn't sound good, but you know, do you?
It doesn't say no.
I can't see that though.
Two combinations of
You
me
can't
and
see
boozy.
this? What do you mean you can't see it?
I can see it now.
All right. I was like, how did you know it's there if you can't see it? 'Cause I didn't tell you it was there.
Well, I knew it was there.
Because I didn't do anything since you said you couldn't see it. And then you couldn't see it.
It just arrived.
Strange. Viewers, we are back. And actually, if you know that we're back, you're also back.
Wow.
So,
Yep, that's mind-blowing stuff.
and we're actually about to descend into the Northern Crater. We've got, don't worry, if you're thinking, oh, listen, what I thought you were going to do, all that things that you said you were going to do, we'll do that later. We've got saves. We've got hundreds of saves, actually. We've got a full save catalogue. Catalogue of savings. So go back and do
right. This is going to be our fond farewell to this game, perhaps. And before we do that, though, do you think we could do some menuing?
Oh, sure, I think we probably could. But this guy's about to say we miss off. Mate, you just take care there.
Is that all he had to say? Aye.
Apparently so. I think we got all the extra stuff earlier.
Okay, well, so there's no parade or nothing like that. Okay, let's do some menuing because throughout the course of the game, we've come up with some wacky plans that maybe wasn't appropriate to do at such kind of gimpy little guys. But now that it's coming to the Northern Crater, let's come up with some stuff. Now, Dougie, I can't hear that.
Can you not? No,
Yeah.
thing,
Can.
Max,
Can
you
you hear
can.
that? I can hear it.
All right.
I can't hear it.
I don't know how to fix that. if someone else can hear it and you can.
Oh, well, I forget it then.
Can you, I mean, what would that be?
I don't know.
It does. It sounds a little bit maybe quieter than usual for me. Is that maybe what it is?
Oh, wait, I can hear it now. I've
Oh,
turned it
Okay.
up to 200% and I can kind of hear it. All right, I cut all that shit.
Are we very loud for you though, Coffee?
No, you can right click on the stream itself. You've got see for
oh, I
you
didn't
get
know that.
individual control over everything.
Enough of your techno babble.
Techno babble. Simple audio equations, I call them.
Excel spreadsheets and whatnot you've got going on.
Mate, my brain's an Excel.
An Excel spreadsheet.
Yes.
Did you hear about like the master spreadsheeter? Like it's his job to be like amazing at spreadsheets.
Really? Isn't that lots of people's jobs?
He really excels in his field.
Shut up.
Very good.
Right, we can't cut that gold mind. Right, I actually don't know what I'm changing. If I'm being honest, you told me to menu, but I wasn't expecting to menu. Am I just showing you?
No, you're not just showing us because you told us that you have to put a ribbon on someone, so do that.
Oh, fucking thank you so much, because I was about to forget that. Viewers, I think, unless I'm wrong, let's check this. I think I've a character that we're not even using. Nobody's got the fucking best accessory in the game on, which is ridiculous. So,
Max, you're rustling.
There's a weird thing going on.
Sorry, I was actually rustling. I'll stop now.
We're a professional outfit here. Can't be rustling.
Do you know what it was? I've got like a headset with like a mic attached to it, and I was like scratching my arm, but I kept turning to look at my arm as I was doing it. I kept bashing it against my shoulder.
Oh, I see.
And I was thinking as I was doing it, I was like, I bet that's making noise, but they're not saying anything, so I did it like 5 times.
We're being polite, but it definitely was this whole time.
Just to provoke us.
I was actually shitting myself every single time, so
that's right.
just like that.
So
why has Vino got it?
Vino's had the ribbon, the fucking best accessory in the game on, and we've used him like once.
Fucking Vino.
I don't know. Right, so we'll give him the fucking headband, because he's actually got a headband in real life, technically. So that's off. Now you can go back to your wee bat cave. And did we have Sid? No, I think. Who do you think I'm going to get to?
Sid, probably.
Barrett.
Okay.
Because he's the one that has all the fucking life twos and all that. So I think it makes sense for him to have the no silence guaranteed.
Yeah.
That's true. If you wanted one person to survive, it would probably be Barrett, so they could get everyone else up.
And actually, well, we never do this. We never fucking play about with the accessories. Resist Petrify's pretty good. What does Silver do? Block, Blind, and Berserk. That's still quite good. Resist Holy, Mini Frog, Resist Wind. I think this is quite good.
Yeah,
I don't know what... He's got Block, KO, and Petrify, which is also quite good.
It's really good, yeah.
Because I wouldn't be surprised if Modder over here put like KO, Petrify things on the final boss. It just seems like a thing, you know.
100%.
Aye. So,
Right, show us the materia. I know that we don't actually have a plan here, right? But is there anything? What you got left in the bucket?
Right. So if I just click on like Hydro, for example,
anything, yeah.
we've got hundreds. We've got magic counters. We've got added effects. We've got command counters. We've got added cut, which really should be on. But attack when paired materia is used. So if I do,
those two yellow ones
as well.
What's that, Max?
Is that an unused counterattack materia there?
Oh, aye, we've got a counter attack materia.
Yeah.
I mean, that should be pretty good on someone.
Does that not
He's
like?
already got one.
But does that not like stack? Can I not counter attack twice? I think I can.
You
But I
probably
reckon
could.
I'm getting.
Just depends what you slot it with.
Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe no counter attack isn't a slot. It's just a hang on its own.
Oh yeah.
So I think this might do a double if I'm not mistaken, right?
So see how those two yellows joined up? That's a waste of a join because they won't do anything. That's no utility.
True.
So
a lot of things I'm using doubles to know because I don't have any alls in, but I could have like
command counter something.
What I was thinking is maybe having enemy skill there because I use that a lot, and then having an added cut because then he attacks when he uses that as well.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
That's the one.
So I've got fire, poison. I've not really been using fire because I've got lightning and stuff.
Good to have them,
I've got
no?
poison.
Good to have the base
because
elements.
you don't know what the things are weak against, you know.
Yeah.
True.
Right. This gives me a
next.
I've got a random element
Okay,
here, not
let's
doing
move on.
anything, so let's take that off. But then I don't think I've really got anything worthwhile.
Throw death blow in there, why not?
I suppose.
Command counter death blow instead of command counter. Oh no, sorry, that's not command counter. That's added cut. Pardon me.
Right, I'm going to leave Cloud now because I actually quite like his setup generally. Barrett's is also pretty good where he's got the dispels, the debarrier stuff. He's got life 2. He's got regen. He's got ice. I don't think you can do all with this what they call splinter material, so that doesn't work. You can't regen all in case you're thinking, but you can do it in this one, I think. Or no, maybe you still can't do regen there actually. But there's no point in him having regen and regen. So let's take that off.
No, and he's already got counter comet on, doesn't he? That was the one.
We've actually not done that. We'll maybe.
You sure? Isn't that not the top right situation?
No, there's comet there.
Oh, okay.
And then he's just got tornado.
Yeah.
So I've not really used tornado, but it gives him good strength boost. That's what I quite like about it, and vitality.
4 strength or comet and a counter in the northern crater.
Oh, but I can change things. I can change it up. I can put
I stick tornado on over there.
And then I'll put this off. Put ice on here. I like having ice 3. Then I've got 2 slots here for magic counter and comet. The only problem I have right now is that I don't want to waste all my MP and items just getting to the final boss.
Aye, but it's no joke, man, getting to the final boss in here.
We could run away from
the whole things. And you've still got mega items. You barely used a tent the whole time we played this.
You can't use them. Yeah.
No, I know, but there's a save point deep in, so you only need to go halfway and then you can tent up.
Mm-hmm.
So Asuna is quite handy. Neobama, especially if he can't be silenced or anything, then Asuna's pretty good because if other folk get statuses, he can just take them off. I think he's done. I don't think there's much else I can do with him. Sid,
he's pretty good. He's been set up good for a while.
Yeah, Sid's a bit shit still. He's got some good things. He's got all haste, which is really good.
He's got 3 summons.
Aye, that I've just know that handy really because they don't do anything.
You can only use 1 per fight, can't you?
No, you can use multiple summons, but you can only use each summon once. That's a mod thing.
That's fine. Got you.
But I don't use them at all. I use them mainly for the stats, like +10 to strength's quite nice. But actually, would that be
Yeah.
better on
Like, is Rama even worth it? Like,
No.
+5? +10
magic
to
defense?
dex?
Is kind of nice, I suppose.
Takes the
But
dexterity
let's
down by
see.
12.
Well,
Oh, well, let's get him
the
regen.
dexterity's down by 60 on the other summon. What does dexterity actually do?
Speed. I think that's why.
Speed, yeah,
I
speed
think
turn
that's
on.
actually what's causing Barrett to be slow as fuck.
Yeah,
So
look at
I'm
that.
thinking taking that off.
Yeah, when do we ever use Neil Bahamut?
So I wonder.
Never Bahamut, more like.
Aye.
Exactly. Let's see what some of these things do. So, like Odin gives a nice wee bit of strength, but that's
Chocobo lure?
dexterity +10. Hey, listen, preemptive is actually quite nice.
Yeah, preemptive is my vote.
Okay, let's put that on.
Like that.
Back to Sid. So let's.
What have you done preemptive on though? What have you just attached it to?
No, that's not a preemptive strike. That's just a boost the rate.
Alright, cool, got you, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's only blues that want to be in
Sorry.
couples.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys.
that's all right, mate. You're still learning.
End of the game, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
So he's still command countering Mug, which I think is quite nice because he'll do that against the big enemies in this area that'll probably,
Aye,
hopefully,
that
you would
could get some
think they
good
would have good
shit.
items. Aye.
I think that's good.
Slow and sneak attack could also be pretty good on certain enemies and they'll rolled up. Maybe no for boss, but you never
Yeah.
know. Regen now, he's got Bahamut, which gives him Hands of Strength. He gets a bit of a shite dexterity as well.
Who cares about Sid?
I know, but maybe if he's faster, I would care about him. Let's see what he's got.
Yeah.
Has he got, he has a restore already, doesn't he? He's got Cure 3.
Mhm.
What does he have? Then there's
Yeah, much
no
less.
Where to give him that boost?
other than fucking, what'd you say?
Oh, sorry, you give him that chocolate lure.
I mean, I
You give him
could
that
just
boost?
game a wee fucking, is that
Just
it?
for a laugh.
Or did I just give him another
Just for a
cure
tease.
just to
Give him
get some
another
strength, vitality and HP?
Maybe. Yeah.
Or a wee exit? Escape
Aye,
battle? That could be
exit.
quite handy in
Yeah,
certain,
they would-
certain
That could be
instances.
handy.
Okay. I've
All
got,
right.
and he's kind of, he gets a wee boost to ice damage, which may, I don't know if that'll be useful at all.
All
I
right.
wonder if
Good
there's
menu.
another- yeah, that'll do, mate. That'll do. And let's
Do you know
get
what I
a wee
think?
save here as well.
Do you know, I like a good menu, and I would like to romanticize the menu in this game a wee bit because the materia thing, the menu's not very broad in this game, is it? Really,
No.
it's just fling some materia on,
Obviously,
cool
there's,
combos.
yeah, there's
nothing
combos,
really
but
to
like, aye,
really get your teeth into so much, is there?
not necessarily. Looks like we can. Well, that's you. Oh,
Looks like we can only slide down. All right, let's go.
now we're going for it, viewers.
Here
There's
we
so
go.
many things we could have went and got to make this easier, but we'll try it. See what goes on. Viewers,
in
let us know
general, like,
right
you're-
now. I'm saying right now, viewers. Sorry, Coffee. Let us know right now. Do you think we're gonna get to the boss, or do you think we're gonna have to tail between our legs, get back up there, and go and do some grinding?
Oh, would you definitely get to the boss? Is my
I
vote.
think you get the boss.
Dragonfire. I don't know what that is. Is that a Sid weapon?
Don't know.
No,
No,
it's
it's
just a wee
throwable.
throwable.
Oh, 4,000 holy.
Aye.
Yeah,
Holy
throw
moly.
that at Sephiroth. Aye.
Is that where it's
Oh.
come in from?
GG.
Aye. See you later, viewers.
Uh-huh.
Cool. No, I think I came in this way, did I not?
You did come in that way.
Oh, Jesus. I just wanted a wee battle. I just wanted a wee battle, you know. There's a big menu there. Viewers want to see something.
Aye, come on.
Are these the weird guys that don't take damage until they, like, become
Wake
alive? Aye.
Yeah,
Oh, he's alive.
maybe.
That was less damage than I was expecting.
The thing is, see, this bit was even hard out with the mod, but I think you would have,
Yes.
based on what you've done, you would be okay were it not modded. It's just what we have actually no idea what's coming up. Is
No.
the problem?
Yeah.
you know?
But the thing is, it's a weird balance for the mod because remember, enemies give you more XP. So actually, from what we've done, hard mode has made us be more leveled.
Oh yeah,
At the
you'd
same
never be
time.
anywhere near level 60 if you weren't grinding.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So,
true. Okay.
You know, I think we'd be maybe like 50 odd,
Yeah.
potentially. these guys seem alright so far. It's just I remember there being Marlboros at some point in here
There
that
is
could
Marlboros.
just easily wipe you
That's true. Yeah,
without
maybe
you
exit.
having aye.
But you've got a lot of status resistances, so you
Aye.
might be alright.
Yeah, should hopefully be. As long as Barrett can survive, he's the tank.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's very resistant to the stalements.
Aye.
Sustainments. Yeah.
Literally couldn't have said it better myself.
Well,
Right, we did that.
even though we're on the home stretch here, the back half, as we say in the cave of Final Fantasy VII, never fear, because we've kind of discussed, although we want to play Final Fantasy VI at some point, we want to play the remake of Final Fantasy VII, partially because Dougie Max love it, and I think partially Dougie just wants to see me play it because I'll get raging at absolutely
you
every
get
turn.
mad.
Yeah. Because he's never seen you properly mad before.
No, I've not. No.
Nah.
I think it's a rumor. I think it's like a
Yeah, it's a myth.
informed personality trait. Like I hear it about you. It's mentioned about you, but like, but when he's mad, he seems so chill.
Yeah, the one thing that makes me mad is squeezing through boxes in games.
Which yeah, the remake does have quite a lot of this.
It does have, although it's usually like I feel like it makes sense, and I know it's hard to make it make sense because I understand why you don't like it. Takes the control away. Is that necessary? But like, if say a reactor's just blown up
Mhm.
and there's some debris, it makes kind of sense that maybe your path is a little bit blocked.
I know, I get you. It's a symptom of the fact that I like games to have kind of fun mobility systems in it. And
Yeah.
it's funny because like Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy VII, the game we're playing right now, you wouldn't exactly class the traversal as fun. But I don't know what my problem is with big games. It's just like it feels like it's not going to be that difficult for game developers to make. Like for example, Final Fantasy 16. In hindsight, I really did love that game, but they spent so long designing it to look good. These big areas, and traversal just wasn't really that fun. So see if traversal's not really that fun to begin with, and then you're getting made to squeeze through boxes.
Yeah, they add
Yes.
those things where it doesn't feel necessary, really.
Yeah.
You don't need to make you squeeze through boxes. There's other things.
Yeah,
There's
no,
a game I
squeezing through
play-
boxes. Sorry, Max, but just squeezing through
Sorry.
boxes. Read just any time the game arbitrarily robs you of control for
It
some
does,
reason.
you're right.
You know.
I agree. That's true. I think there's some instances where it may be okay, but there's some where it doesn't add anything really.
A lot of
Like,
it is actually just secret loading screens.
A lot of
I
it's
think
secret
it
loading
is,
screens.
yeah. Like
Yeah, but then there's Elden Ring that doesn't have a loading screen in the whole fucking game. You know what I mean? It's just like what gives. So yeah, I understand that it needs. The thing is, cutscenes. One of the reasons that Elden Ring doesn't have loading screens is surely because it doesn't have cutscenes on the same caliber as your Final Fantasy games. So fair enough. Yeah, I think that can be the diagnosis, is that I like traversal. That was a freebie there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I just
That's
said.
Yeah. Yeah, I think running away is the play there.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
We got a wee weapon for Sid though, by the way, there.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Shite it.
Right.
Ignores the fence.
Yeah, so
weird.
actually, no, there's a good chance that actually ends up being really good, but I don't really trust it.
Mm,
And I've
But
currently
how
got
can it-
triple growth as well. So like you don't get
well, growth doesn't matter now, so
true.
don't factor that in. So how can it ignore defense if it's got 0 attack then?
I think it's just the way the maths work, where like I don't know, I can't remember. There is some like it isn't shite. I don't think it's shite at all, but it will miss
Yeah.
sometimes compared to this one. No, this one will still miss as well. It'll
What's
miss
his
some.
biggest source of damage output?
He doesn't
Is it
have any.
physical?
He's literally no damage at all. Like he'll do
Alright.
some hits, but he doesn't do that much damage, and he's mainly support entirely.
Right,
I don't, why
okay.
don't we just try it? See what it's like, man.
May
Fuck
as
it.
well, man. Yeah.
Fuck
The
it.
busy spirit up as well.
Aye, whatever that
Whatever that does.
means. And I'm looking at, do you know what, viewers? World's first chocobo lure equipped for final boss in the hard mode.
There you go. We're racking up the world's first on this playthrough. Yeah, I think I've been spoiled with my favourite games being fun even in the bits where it's not really supposed to be that fun, if that makes sense. Like, see, I don't know, Breath of the Wild or something that's just kind of fun to run about.
Ugh.
I know that you really did not like that game, Doogie, but
Oh, but see,
whatever.
that was it. Look what Sid just did there. He hit him before he was unstoned, and he did
Oh, and
500
did mega.
damage.
Yeah, try and hit him again. Let's count this up. Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's the same as Cloud, but he isn't supposed to be as strong as Cloud, I suppose.
No.
So,
No. Cloud's
fine.
quite variable in his damage, actually,
yeah.
just by the looks of that.
The mod actually did a total nerf on physicals, because physicals in the original are seen as too strong.
Yeah, okay. They're also the most boring thing to do
Yeah.
as well, aren't they, I suppose. So, yeah, it makes sure you have to mix it up.
Free though.
It is free, yeah. The things you need to consider in hard mode, I suppose. This is going to be pretty tricky.
Aye, this is already
I know.
kind of like,
Yeah, we're going to be fighting for every step here, viewers.
yeah. Alright, let's keep going.
See, one thing as well, though, with games, I feel like, see, Persona 5, a game which I loved, I never completed it, though, just because there's so much game there.
Mm.
Oh my god, like, longest game of all time.
Such a
Well,
long game.
Yeah. So I don't know that I get anywhere near it, but see, turn-based games, I seem to forgive them their boring traversal for some reason.
I think it's just because it's not what the game's about. You know, like, I think traversal's like, bad traversal in a game that should have good traversal is obviously really bad, but like a game where like it's just no about that, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know?
But did Final Fantasy 16 lose a point or two out of 10 for you two, based on its traversal, or is that just something that I really think about?
For me, no, I don't think it overdid it.
Yeah.
I think it was alright.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, I guess I've just been
Like,
spoiled with my
there are
favourite games.
Where I've seen it and I know exactly what you mean, especially Square Enix games, because I feel like they're the worst for it. Now, of course, they make Final Fantasy. So
Mhm.
they did a game called Valkyrie Elysium, which was the kind of sequel / spiritual sequel to the Valkyrie Profile games, if you played any of them.
No.
Which were kind of weirdly difficult but enjoyable RPGs. It came out a few years ago, but that was like kind of mission based, so kind of similar to like maybe Crisis Core,
Mhm.
if that's the one I'm thinking of. Or whatever Reunion was, wasn't it? Not Reunion. Anyway, it was kind of mission based, but you would just randomly crawl through shit. It was so unnecessary, you didn't need to do it. It would just make you crawl through shit, and I'm just like, why is the game doing this? It's already broke up into missions. You do
Yeah.
not need to make us crawl through stuff. And I noticed it a lot in that game, and I was just like, come on, like, stop it. Like,
I mean, I guess I can forgive it sometimes. Like, I can now that we're analysing myself, I can forgive turn-based games for the slowness and stuff like that if I'm engaged and they've got deep systems. I feel like it's
yeah.
just games with I mean, to be fair, the game that I got most raging at both times was A Plague Tale, and that's
Mm.
because it's like piss thin systems on top of really, really slow and boring traversal.
Yeah.
know
Look
what I
at
mean?
Barrett's MP already. This comet is. Oh,
I
I've
know,
got
you're
one
still on
ether.
the first screen.
Turbo Ethereum.
Yep, I'm taking that off, man. Sorry, I have to take that off for now. I can't,
Oh, aye, yeah,
I can't
yeah,
get there without having
yeah.
any.
Take it
Right.
off.
It was a good idea though.
I stick it back on when Sephiroth comes around.
Aye. Oh,
Spoilers.
spoilers.
Yeah,
Oh.
Aerith is alive.
Aye, well. Right.
Back at preemptive attack, rather.
There's a series of games that I play that Doogie has played some of them. I don't know if you would have played any of them, Guffy. It's actually a game series I really like. I didn't put it as any of my favourites because it's a bit niche and it's a bit weird, but they're good. The Atelier games.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nope. I never played them.
They're like weirdly relaxing. It's usually just a story of like, here's a wee girl and she's gonna make some items and she might save the world, or she might just save her town, or she might just prove that she's good at her job. That's kind of the plot of the games, and it varies from game to game. But it's all about kind of making items and then also some combat. But the combat's never crazy involved. The most recent ones have been a bit more kind of open worldy, and people have really enjoyed them. In fact, they sometimes make you crawl through spaces. But they also get you to like you can build this brace. Oh,
Learned enemy skill.
Oh, I think he dies though if it kills him. I don't think he learns it. I know, it's weird. I'll see if it
Yeah, I
works.
think it's still
see
have
if
it.
it's got on them. But yeah, anyway, so there's loads of different skills you can get. So you can teleport, you can swing through the sky on a bracelet and all this shit. You can go underwater if you've got a certain item. But you crawl through spaces purely so you can look at the protagonist's ass. Like that's it. That's so it because the camera angle just shifts.
Japanese, in case you didn't
Right
guess.
behind her,
I
and
was
she's
gonna
wearing little shorts, and that's it. It's just so you can look at her butt.
Sounds kind of Metal Gear Solid. Levels of gratuitous
Aye.
camera angles. Yeah,
It's very like cutesy anime girl kind of vibes.
sure.
The art in it.
Yeah.
So I think they just want people to look at her ass, and some people really like looking at her ass, but it ain't me. I'm just here for the cute girl storylines.
Yep. Well, no, I
You
never
would
played that.
absolutely hate it.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
sure.
you would hate
Yeah,
it
it
so
sounds
much.
shy.
Oh my god.
Max's favourite game of all time.
Joking. No, but
It's
the
not my
thing is,
favourite game of all time. It's I just like the kind of I like the different levels of it. It can be it can be very wholesome. It can
Yeah.
be very strangely difficult. It can be very involved with like the alchemy. And it can also be a little bit pervy, which is just kind of funny.
Well, I think I don't know. I think I kind of need some sort of engaging hand-eye coordination challenges. I struggle with
Yeah,
games that are simply
Just
only
the game.
story. Although I'm sitting here thinking, well, how do you explain Baldur's Gate then? But that's just so damn entertaining in almost every way.
You can make that as fun as you want it to.
That's true. Yeah, it's just
You can
everything.
spam attack if you want to spam attack. You can make it strategic. If you want
Yeah.
to be
Yeah, there's still
strategic.
strategy to everything you do. Like literally
Oh,
every
yeah.
single
That's
thing
true.
you do.
That's true. And you can make it an immersive sim. You can do roles for conversation and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So that's not a good example. I mean, that's not a good example to compare anything to these days, isn't it? But see, for example, like this shield materia. Hold on.
Fuck's that.
Yeah.
We must have put
That's
such
new, yeah.
aye.
I don't recognise
think-
that.
Both Sid and Barrett had some redundant materia at this moment in time.
Yeah. We've got fucking death blow on that. I'm
It was
literally
right there.
never
It's
using it.
third from the bottom.
Blocks elemental damage.
Oh,
Okay.
useful. It brings
Yeah.
down magic a little bit.
Aye, fine.
I put it on Sid.
Maybe, I know.
Mm,
I've put it in Cloud.
Cloud doesn't really use magic though, so
Well, he uses
damage.
enemy skill quite a bit, but we'll see.
yeah.
Probably the wrong way, but I feel like if they're giving you that, they're gonna make you fucking use it. You know?
Yeah. So just
Maybe.
for example, there is, me and Doogie have different opinions on a certain game that, Dragon. See for example, Firewatch, the game.
Yeah.
I struggle with that.
I really like
Just
that.
I
just like that.
But I go
I
through.
struggle with that.
Sometimes you just need to get in. Well, I don't know, you maybe don't, but like sometimes you'll just get in a mode. Firewatch is the kind of game that, see if you've played a big game, like say I've just finished Baldur's Gate, which I haven't, but or like Elden Ring or something big, proper big. Sometimes I can't handle another game like that. I have to then like a wee bit of a palate cleanser.
Detox.
Play, like play
Yeah.
something pure, nice and easy. Like see
Yeah.
fucking Lake. Mate, you'd hate Lake, but I fucking loved Lake. It's just, you're a post woman, and you deliver post, and then you chat to the folk while you're delivering their post, and that's literally the game. And it ends after 6 hours. I do delivering post. There is wee story beats, but
Sounds
in
like
terms of
Firewatch.
in terms of gameplay, it's probably a wee bit more because at least you're driving a car.
Aye, because
And then you're-
Firewatch is nothing. You're a fireman, you don't see a fire ever. And then,
No, you're a fire watchman.
well, you're a fire watchman, sorry. Yeah, you never see a fire. You never see a human.
However,
You think the story's going to be right good, and then it's not, and it ends really badly. And then everyone online
although-
makes you think that you should like it because it ends badly.
I liked it. After
never.
retrospection, but the thing is, right, it's good because I think it really like, I know it sells you like it's actually this big crazy plot. I know spoilers are Firewatch, I guess, feels sorry, but like, but when you really think of what actually happens, it's like exactly how real life would have happened. I know maybe you don't want real life in your game, but someone who's been fully like, because the idea of yours is you're in a big massive like wooden like lookout tower, and you don't see a single soul for fucking like months, and then weird things start to happen, and then but what would you do when you've no met him? Do you get a bit para? And I think
it's paranoia simulator.
it's a really good, like, it is exactly how that would probably go if it happened in real life. But that's just maybe not always as exciting as you would want it to be.
For once in my life, I wanted it to turn into a horror game. The only time in my life I was like, God, a
really
horror
good game
would have been more interesting than what I've got here.
Yeah.
I mean, I did complete it, whatever. It just, I don't know. It's an example of a game I struggle with. I think like it's valid that it is a piece of art and it is subversive
and
in a way.
The voice acting is incredible, I thought.
The voice acting was really good.
For what it was trying to do, it was pretty good.
Yeah, the story's not very good. I think the characterization's really good. Like your guy and the companion in the other tower. The characterization's perfect. It's just the plot kind of fell a bit for me.
Yeah.
Which, two different things. You can rate them separately, can't you?
Yeah.
You know? Something like What Remains of Edith Finch or something like that.
Was really
I'm kind of struggle a wee bit. Although I've never played it. I just never really thought that I would like it.
It's not your kind of like a mainly narrative game just isn't your thing, which I think is fine, because I get in the mood for like, I want sometimes a mindless game and sometimes I want a low engagement game, and a mindless game and a low engagement game can be very different things depending on what you're, because a low engagement can be very story heavy. You can't have a lot of story if you want to do mindless. You just want to do what you're doing, like it's probably like racing or like fucking Dynasty Warriors or something like that.
Yeah.
That's mindless, but like Firewatch should be low engagement. You're just doing what you're doing. It's very little kind of button press and stuff.
Yeah, hand-eye coordination.
There's no platforming and anything like that. You just find stuff and it kind of, the plot goes from there. That's really it.
I mean, I agree with that. I think sometimes I'm in the mood for mindless stuff, but my favourite games end up being the ones that have really great stories and really, really good gameplay
systems
as well.
Yeah, no, I'll do want something that like fully engages me, gets me away. Like I don't want to look at my phone, I don't want to watch TV, I don't want to talk to anyone. Kind of like when a game makes you feel that way, like it makes you want to be the least social person in the world.
Yeah, totally.
That's kind of why I want to play them, like so I can escape. So that's usually what I like, but sometimes I'll just be like I've done a 12-hour shift. It's 9 PM at night. I've made my food, I've ate it, and I'm like, right, well I'll just play something a bit kind of, I can just do this for now.
Yeah, autopilot.
Sometimes I get that. Yeah, I get that a bit when I'm like doing my trophy hunting, if you will. Like it's a game that even is a bit storyish, but it's very easy to get through. So I can probably just like gather the remaining trophies without paying much attention to it.
Totally. I went through a wee phase recently of, actually on Doogie's recommendation, most of these games where I would run away.
You're fucking hit hard, man.
At least she got a potion off, or a phoenix off. Yes. Oh. Yeah, games where it's like, they're called story generators, where you play it and it makes up a story for you as you go. So for example, RimWorld or Crusader Kings. So the idea is that there's so many different systems in the game that they naturally produce stories that are unique to you. Like all these systems just interact with each other. A lot of times it's like random chances that this will happen or that will happen. For example, in RimWorld you could get a random chance of a lightning storm that sets fire to your colony, and then all your guys are scrambling to go and put it out, or like you'll get raided, and like, or like one of the saves that I did, my guy's son, I get sent a message saying my guy's son was like enslaved at a nearby tribe or something like that, and had to like go and spring him and all that kind of stuff. I run for these guys.
This whole area is a fucking nightmare, man. Do you know what I'm fucking putting on?
You're getting fights every like 10 seconds.
Aye, this is what's happening, boys.
What you got? No encounter?
I've got less encounters, I think, somewhere. Did I sell it?
You might have sold it.
Shit.
Or it might be on vinyl or something.
Maybe it's on someone else, yeah.
I don't think I ever put it on because I didn't ever want it on.
Yeah, well,
Still check.
right. Pull up your
Check.
Oh
socks.
yeah, we know I can check by going
Check.
check. No,
Got nothing.
arrange,
Oh, no.
exchange. Nah, nobody's get anything.
No.
Fuck.
Unlucky, you must have sold it. Alright, pull your socks up. You'll be fine.
Either flee or just get through it.
I just don't know how to
Use
get.
a mega elixir after the next fight. That'll get your MP up.
I don't think
Well,
if you go down that way,
Pod.
you go anywhere to
I
get.
know I don't know how to get anywhere though, unless I've
Can you not
Can I go
there's
back,
a little
back?
kind of pathway there.
it,
You're just
it
not-
looks like it, but no really.
It's not actually one.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Although I'll do this because that gets a wee bit of MP back, I think. I am a bit confused where to go. There's a save point somewhere, but I don't know how to get to it. Like I've seen it.
Would you say, Doogie, this is the or one of the Final Fantasies you can least remember every kind of beat of?
Can they walk along there?
I remember the general beats, but
Is there maybe a different way to jump down? Because you're on a bunch of platforms.
I know I need to go back. But even fucking getting to that back bit is becoming a bit problematic.
Fight these guys. That's
Just
free
up the hill.
experience.
I'm actually trying to, but it's not letting me unrun at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's locked me into my running.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh man, right, how do I fucking... Oh, I just up, right. Right, I'll go over here, see if I can, anywhere else I can go. Aye. God.
A lot of fights. A lot of fights.
Fuck.
If you run away from all of them, you'll be fine though.
The northern crater is not joking.
No.
Yeah, it's hard to begin with, but this, I'm led to believe, is hard mode.
Aye.
I wonder if they've added a new game plus.
Dunno.
Imagine.
Right,
I would kind of invalidate hard mode, surely.
I know a little bit, unless you made it
Can you
stupid
not walk
hard.
right along and then it looks like you can jump down there?
yeah, I
no?
think so. Let's see.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay.
There you go.
Cheers. Right,
Don't
let's...
seem like a clever girl.
No, I will never not say that.
Nobody would ever say that.
Right, oh.
There we go.
It's like...
So glad you both immediately agree.
I know we
Thanks.
can. Yeah, I know. Oh, okay, we'll fight these guys. I know. Well, it's funny. We're talking about like games, and we're talking about like good gameplay, and like getting into fights that I can't win or feel like I'm not quite ready for, and I just have to run. Isn't it fun gameplay? Believe it or not.
Yeah. I don't think
No,
that's
it's not, but I mean, hard mode's try to pull over so many tricks on you. You've got to give it back in kind, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's not as if you couldn't defeat all of these guys in one, like, mano-a-mano. It's just you can't defeat 30 battles of these guys.
Yeah.
Like, no one's questioning that you couldn't beat every single one of these guys if you tried your hardest. It's just you could move 2 steps
There's a
and
lot
fight the
of
same thing
strategy
again.
involved.
No,
A
I
lot
know.
of strategy.
You know, so
Just
no,
like, I don't think
doing
I'll
a lot of
ever.
work.
I don't think I'll ever platinum Baldur's Gate because I don't think I'll ever be able to finish it on tactician mode ever.
No.
See, I was maybe thinking about doing a wee tactician mode at some point of yours. That means hard mode in Baldur's Gate terms. But aye, it'll be crazy. I haven't even tried it yet, but
No, I already find it quite challenging. Never
Oh, yeah,
I
mind.
it's
feel
hard
like
as
I'm
fuck.
scraping by sometimes.
Yeah.
it was the same with Divinity 2. In fact, I thought a lot of times Divinity 2 was too harsh on
Oh, yeah.
normal mode.
Yeah.
Where
But That's actually what I
perfect.
didn't quite like about Divinity. I felt it
Yeah.
was hard for the sake of being hard.
Yeah.
Most of the time, like you felt, yeah, every fight had to be you maximising everything. It felt like you
Yeah,
always
doing
had
every
to
trick.
be, there had to be Hunter's environmental things going on, make it rain first, then fucking like, which I liked. I liked the fact that you could do all this crazy stuff with the weather and stuff, and like make puddles, then like lightning the puddles to make folk. But
Yeah.
it just became like
That's-
everything had to be that, and it was almost like there was definitely different fights, right? But every fight ended up feeling a wee bit samey because there was so much stuff I had to do. Now, am I going left or down here? I can't. I'm pointing to the right, so it must be that, surely.
I was going to
That's why
say
I almost didn't do.
Mega Elixir.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. What if the save's down there? You know.
Okay.
I
Yep.
just want to see if I can get to that save point and tent it instead.
Oh,
Yeah. Plenty of tents. Aye, this looks promising now.
Oh, there it is. Oh, see?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, I'd have been raging at you
What? At me?
if I'd used the Mega, literally. But it's entirely my fault.
Yeah.
Do you even have a tent?
Yeah.
4.
Here we go, viewers.
There we go. Save it. Episode of gaming? Not quite. Maybe.
What's the time, man?
It may actually be.
In 40 minutes.
Ah,
The
Jesus.
The
There you
shittiest
have
40
it.
minutes of all time. But hey, listen.
Could be done.
Viewers.
Hard mode.
It's hard mode, and do you know that actually makes the game more difficult. And
I know.
it's truly doing it
Of course.
correctly.
It makes the game a little bit harder, doesn't
Here,
it?
I've got one for the viewers this time.
Okay.
Which game have you completed on hard mode? What's your favourite hard mode game?
Or what is your? And yeah, you could say that, and also see if you've maybe not completed the game in hard mode, or maybe like you don't like the idea of hard mode. What would your ideal hard mode be then? You know, like
No.
what do you mean?
What do you mean? Every time I ask a question at the end, you go, or let's ask a different question.
Nobody's answering them anyway, they do, so it's alright. No, because you know, what if somebody's like, oh, I wish I could answer this, but I've not completed the game in hard mode. They're too hard,
Well,
you know.
that's true.
So it's to give a wee bit of, a wee bit of back and throw. Other folk that love hard modes, they can answer, and then folk that don't love hard modes can answer too. Called inclusion.
Is that what it's called?
It's
You
actually
try
quite
to make me feel like the idiot here, aye?
Whoa!
It's been a contrarian.
Yeah.
The coffee rage is
Cheerio.
coming. Bye.
Bye.